Hi guys, DaveMadMax 6, and I'm very excited today for this Muscle Beach TV special edition. We are actually in the beautiful city of Pasadena with my good friend Lonnie Teper. Lonnie, welcome to Muscle Beach TV.
Well, welcome to Gold Gym Pasadena. I haven't seen a guy built that good here in about 6 months.
Thank you so much
You don't train here, you know. I want to be in the top 10.
Well, thank you so much for having me at your home gym. This is actually where you train. This is your home gym.
Yes, and I'm leaving if you're joining. But no, that's true. I've been here about 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's a good gym.
Nice.
Good gym.
Nice. So today I'm very excited because this is the last Muscle Beach TV interview we're actually going to do before the West Coast Classic, which is just 9 short days away, Lonnie.
Boy, it's getting close. You know, we talked about it for a long time. I remember going out and looking at that Riverside Performing Arts Center back in January. I told Spreadsheet about it back then. Spreadsheet is Chris Menace, of course, because he has a spreadsheet for everything. And he went out and he loved it. And, you know, if he loved it, it's got to be good because you know the productions that he puts on. Mm-hmm. So we're pretty excited about this. We got a lot of things going. And, you know, we got an expo now, 35 to 40 booths. We got
almost filled out. He's telling me that it's like people are just rushing the last few days to actually be a part of your show. How excited is that?
Yeah, and competitors, too. I think we're around the 200 mark right now. And, of course, we got Jay Cutler, 4-time Mr. Olympia, 3-time Arnold Classic champion, doing a free seminar. Chris Cormier, one of the great bodybuilders of all time, doing a seminar. Bo Jangles, you know, Chris's better half, is doing a
Boyana, you mean?
Yeah, doing a seminar on posing for figure. So I mean, and there's raffles. I mean, he's got these LED screens coming up, putting on the side. He doesn't cut corners. I tell you right now. I kept on looking at that budget was growing bigger than my midsection. I was getting a little concerned, but you know, I brought him on as my event manager / event producer, and I basically am giving him the reins. You know, he's been so successful at his Tahoe show and his Ferrigno Legacy, and I was so impressed with what he did. You know, he takes it to the next level. Yeah. And that's what he wants to do, and he wanted to do it with the West Coast, so here we go.
I'm really glad that you're talking about this because everyone knows you in the industry and everyone, you know, you've been around forever. You're just as much as a personality as all the pro bodybuilder we know and the trainer and everything. So it takes but you've been doing this a long time by yourself, and I think it takes a lot of vision and a lot of trust to actually bring someone new like Chris, because he's much younger. I mean, he's really young. He's only in the mid-30s, you know.
He looks older, but he's much younger. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't look older.
It's the hair.
I'm joking. I don't have any hair either.
But it, you know, it says a lot about your vision to really want to, you know, take the show to the next level and completely revamp. Because I mean, I thought it was nice last year. I actually competed at your show last year. It was a nice venue and you did a good job and stuff. But you guys went, you know, 4 or 5 step up this year.
Yeah, it was a great show. I loved Ingalls Auditorium, but you know, I did the show myself for 17 years. Started in 1999 with the Cal Collegiates. Yep. And I watched I see what other people do, and I looked at what Chris did at Tahoe. I never thought Tahoe would go. People go there to ski.
It's so far to get there, too.
Yeah, and he was successful there, and then he was successful at the Ferrigno Legacy on the same weekend as the Nationals, on the same weekend as Thanksgiving. Yep. When he succeeded on Thanksgiving, I knew this guy was no turkey. Yep. You know? So anyway, he's an amazing guy, and as you know, and your last interview with him, he's got a spreadsheet for everything. Yep. He sends me these spreadsheets. I don't even know what the hell they are. What I'm doing is thinking of enrolling him at Caltech, which is this math and science university here in Pasadena. Yeah. Get Chris in the master's program, and we'll put on a show there because he can do those spreadsheets. He's got to go higher up in the education. I know he's got a degree like in ski management and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
hotel man.
What is that? Ski hotel? You know? Yeah. Every time the guy went skiing, I was like praying, like, please don't tell you like you broke your leg or you broke your arm or you broke your neck.
Still help you promote if he can't compete. He just competed like a couple of days away and he won his show in Puerto Rico.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he went to Puerto Rico. He dieted for about 6 weeks. Yeah. Lost like 25 pounds in 3 days. I don't know how he did that. But he's a talented guy, and we're both real excited about this thing. As you say, we're 9 days away, and we're glad to have you back on the show again. You did my show last year for the first time.
I loved it.
You and Chris, matter of fact, were side by side in the heavyweight class. That was a great battle. Yeah. He's keeping his clothes on this year. You're going on your trunks again, and I don't know how you're still in shape. It's like last time you were out of shape was 2 years ago.
Yeah, just
3
about
years ago, something like.
Years ago, yeah.
You got Merlin the magician working with you again.
Yeah.
He'll be there. The fans can come and meet Merlin.
He'll be there. Yeah.
So.
Well, talk to me about. I mean, you said this is going to be your 17 years doing the West Coast Classic, right?
I did it. This is my 18th year.
18 years. Yeah. Okay. And why why do you still like promoting show? Tell me, why do you still have that passion, and why is it so still important to you to actually not only keep doing it, but to bring it to this new level?
Well, I really love the. It's almost like a bodybuilder getting ready for a contest. You hate the prep, but when you go and you have fun and you do well in a show, you're really happy. There's eustress and distress. Eustress is a positive type of stress, and halfway through, you always think, God, why am I doing this? We're not getting enough competitors. We're not getting enough vendors. But when you have a successful show, I like the most the camaraderie, the togetherness. I like to look at my show as kind of a family setting, and Chris and I really go all out for the competitor. I think the competitor, they spend a lot of money and a lot of time getting ready for these shows, and we do a lot for them, and I think they appreciate it. We get together. We're going to have an after party after at a whiskey bar up the street, and it's just fun for me. I mean, taking away the financial, the budget, like I said, is expanded, so I'm hoping we're going to be okay. But Chris knows what he's doing, so I'm trusting him on this. If not, Chris, you have a back room in Palm Desert I can move in if this.
He does have a back room. I saw the place, but so is it safe to say that this is sort of a way to to give back to a sport that you love for so long and been involved in for so long?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I really appreciate every single competitor. I think Chris does too. There's a lot of money involved. A lot of people scrape, and they don't have much money, and they put it all into this. Not only is there entry fee, the NPC card, your tanning, your suits, your food.
You don't want to add it up.
You don't want to add it up. No. And the sponsors that support us too. Thank you to each and every one of you. Bodybuilding.com is my title sponsor again. We have a 3-year contract. We have 1 more year to go. Hopefully they'll stay with us. But we have we have an actual live feed for those that can't go to the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's Car Fitness, and people who can't get there can actually watch it on their computer screen or their cell phones or whatever, however it works.
Is it the first year that the West Coast will be a live stream like that?
Yeah, it's the first year for a lot of things with the West Coast, with these big screens on the side of the stage. And
it's gonna be like the Olympia.
Yeah, well, not quite, but we want to have an atmosphere like that where everybody, the venue, you've seen the venue,
my God.
And it's a beautiful venue, and for the first time, I'm not having open seating. You have to have a specific seat.
Yeah.
And we hold about 1,400, and it's
beautiful.
You think you like the venue from what you saw?
It's like a concert venue. It's like an opera venue.
Yeah, well, that's what Chris wants. He wanted to take it to the highest level, and I think we're doing that, and it's going to be interesting, and we're hoping everything turns out okay. But he's like a machine. He's got everything. 3 o'clock this, 3:30 this, 4 o'clock this, 5 o'clock this. And I did find the venue, and I kind of kicked myself because I said, God, he's going to like this thing. I wanted to stay at East.
It's all your fault.
I wanted to stay at Ingalls Auditorium, and as soon as he called me, he went and looked at it. He goes, boy, I love this place. I go, oh, God. So that's it. But I'm happy that we're giving this shot now. Yeah, I look at it, and the Inland Empire I felt was a growing area. Mm-hmm. Years ago, Ted Williamson put shows on in Riverside and was just bodybuilding. Mm-hmm. But now with, Temecula has grown, and Menifee has grown, and Corona has grown, and Eastvale, Ontario. We're getting a lot of competitors from that area. So I thought it was an area that was waiting to explode.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you from a spectator and a fan and a competitor's perspective, everyone's talking about your show at Gold's Venice, and there's a huge buzz about. I mean, it's close enough that people want to go. There's a lot of people competing in it, so of course everybody's and of course because it's sort of linked, to of course the Ferrigno Tahoe, and they know what to expect from that. I think everybody is excited to go see what's going to happen with the West Coast. It's like next year, I don't think it's going to be as the curiosity is not going to be as much. But this year I think everybody wants to go and see, whoa, how is this going to change, So.
Well, what we're hoping is to put on such a tremendous event this year that actually next year we hope it's bigger.
I think it will
be. The vendor and the competitors, the way we treat them, and you see the medals that Chris created and the overall.
What do you think about that?
Well, the guy he never ceases to amaze me, man. That's why, he's a wizard himself. He's the browser of promoters.
Yes, he is.
And
the Merlin of
promoters, man. The spreadsheet. He sends me these spreadsheets, and here we are here. And
what am I looking at?
I just want to watch a basketball game. I can NBA Finals. So he's and he just texted me and he showed me some of the signs we're having. Even the signs look great, and I know that our trophy presenters, we have 4 gals presenting trophies. They're all going to be wearing the same outfit, dresses that he. I mean, this is unbelievable. I was hoping he wasn't going to ask me to wear a dress to MC the show. I'll be in a suit, not a dress.
Are you going to be more nervous this year than you've been before? Or you're just so used to it by now. I can't wait to see you on that stage. That's going to be great.
I don't know. I guess there's a little bit of pressure with everything being new, but I've done so many shows.
You've done the Arnold. What could be more nerve-wracking than the Arnold?
23 years. I've done the Olympia 3 or 4 times.
Oh, this is nothing.
The Ironman Pro, the Nationals 23 years in a row. We had 1,000 competitors. So,
that's nothing.
but there's still a little bit of pressure. I understand your point because it is new and people are expecting a lot. We're telling people how good this thing's going to be, so we have to come through on our end too. But one thing I want to say too is we're getting a heck of a lot of primetime competitors like yourself who did the show last year. Robert Willie, who just won the light heavyweight class.
He's good, that kid.
This kid, Travis Ely, won the Ironman naturally overall. Some bikini competitors who's won shows, figure competitors who've won shows. Men's physique.
Jason Hazard, who's been winning like everything. He's one of Eric's guy also.
Yeah, he's entering the show. So I think the quality of the competition is also going to be really, really high. Yeah. And people are known, my show is known to be a bodybuilder show, where there's not 10 or 15 or 18 bodybuilders. We hope. I've had as many as 82 in 1 year. I don't know exactly where the numbers stand right now, but I think it's still growing. The deadline, this is Thursday, June 9th. The deadline before the entry fee goes up to $150 is through the end of tomorrow night.
Okay, well, it's
midnight,
good.
June 10th.
I'll make sure to put that up tonight then.
Yeah, the pressure's on you. You can't work out tonight. You got to put this up.
I'm off today. That's why I picked that day.
Oh. Yeah, you seem in good. You're not tired. You're happy.
Marlon's got it on
what
path.
Is it with this Marlon?
We'll have to interview him backstage at the show like last year.
Yeah.
He's excited to see you.
He explained what he did. I didn't. He's like minutes. I don't quite understand what they're saying.
He's got spreadsheets for that. Too.
Yeah, they're on another level, you know.
Well, Lonnie, is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this up about anybody you want to thank or?
I'll tell you what I'd like to thank is you for all the publicity that you've given us. You've gone out of your way. This is the 3rd or 4th different video you've done. You've hyped it up on the social media, and you've been a great friend to the West Coast, and I wanted to thank you for that. And to everybody else out there that's been pushing it. You know, I mean, we got a lot of support from a lot of people, and I want to say that prejudging's at 10 o'clock on the 18th. Finals at 6 p.m. and we have check-ins Friday night. I believe they start at 5 or 5:30. Okay. But everything that you need to know and more is at npcwestcoast.com.
Go check out the site, you guys, because I know you've been posting on social media, you and Chris, saying we've been getting a lot of questions, you guys, and all the answers are at, West Coast Classic. So just go on the website.
Dave, I get a call like today. He goes, "Are you having a contest?" I said, "Yes, I am." He goes, "It's West Coast." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "When is it?" I said, "Well,
how did he get your number?"
That's what I said. "How'd you get my number?" He goes, "I don't know. A friend gave me this and said he's putting on some contest."
Oh, God.
And,
people don't read, Lonnie. You know that.
They don't read, and, I guess it's low carbs or something. But
go on the website, you guys.
Go on the website. Everything you need to know and more is answered. Yeah. And if you have a question, you can call me. My number's on there. Or you can call Chris. His number's on there. But make it a good question.
Don't call just for something stupid.
Don't say, "What time is the prejudging? What time is the finals? Are you going to have men's physique?"
None of those.
Is Jay Cutler competing?
Oh, my God. Yeah, Jay's looking forward to go, by the way. I just talked to him yesterday. I want to
say a special thanks to Jay Cutler, too. This guy has been at my contest about the last 10 or 12 years. No matter what he had going on, he was at my contest. He doesn't pose anymore, but he still supports it. And I always tell him, "Jay, you do not have to come every year. You've done so much for me." He says, "I want to be there." And
he loves you, man.
Nobody's been with the fans like Jay Cutler. Nobody. He goes backstage, shakes everybody's hand, wishes them best of luck, poses with them and all that stuff. He's I can't say enough about Jay. Last year I gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award. That wasn't enough. Needless to say that I'm a big fan of Jay's, and I really appreciate what you've done for this show, Jay, and looking forward to see you on the 18th. I may even get an autograph from you.
Well, listen, Lonnie, I just want to say thank you for this interview, and I know we've shot a lot with Chris and stuff, lead up to the show because, and one time we wanted to be in the footage. You were waiting for this computer to be delivered, so you were not able to be there.
You know what happened? He kept me there he says it's going to come either Thursday or Friday. You have to be there. I sat there for 2 days. It came the following Wednesday.
That's like the cable company.
Yeah, the following Wednesday. I sat there Thursday and Friday, and part of Monday even. And it came the following Wednesday. So I wanted to go out there because you were nice enough to drive all the way out there and do a tour of our great Fox Performing Arts Center. And you saw our VIP room where there's ghost with the ghost. Well, it's Casper. It's a friendly ghost. Friendly ghost. The ghost with the most at the West Coast.
That's right, exactly. But I just, I really people to remember that, this is your show and you've the one who's been putting all these years. It's great to have Chris now, and he's an unbelievable promoter and everything. But to me, this has always been Lonnie Teper's West Coast Classic, and always will remain. You're the figure, the beloved figure behind it, and we're thankful for you to keep doing this. And I think people want to go do the show because it's your show. So I just wanted to say thank you.
It's a combination. This is my 18th year, but Chris has built quite a reputation in a short period of time, deservingly so. And somebody had said to me a couple months ago, boy, that's just the perfect combination.
I agree. I think so too.
Yeah, so so far so good. He's done a tremendous job. There's more to do in 9 days, and we're getting more competitors in every time. I had two potential vendors call me today asking if there's space. So
you're gonna be packed. You're gonna be full house.
I hope so. It's still plenty of tickets available out there, folks.
1,400 people.
We have 2 or 3 spots left at the expo, which is free. The expo's free. Awesome. So
very nice.
We're hoping for the best. We're almost there.
That's right. All right, you guys, DaveMadMax 6 with Lonnie Teper, the Swami, the original one, and then we have 9 more days before the West Coast Classic. We'll see you there in Riverside, California, June 18th, and we're out.